Hello everyone. Let's get started with Ab Initio training. It's a demo session and we will be seeing the contents of Ab Initio and what are all the prerequisites we need to know before getting started with Ab Initio training. So here I am showing you the course content which we will be looking at in this training sessions. So if we look at it, these are the prerequisites we need to learn before getting started with Ab Initio. We need to have a basic knowledge on Oracle SQL, Unix shell scripting and data warehouse concepts. So then we'll start with the concepts of data warehousing and architecture and dimensional modeling and what is ETL and why. Introduction to Ab Initio and products, which will be seeing Ab Initio cooperating system and GDE, graphical development environment, and enterprise meta environment, EME. And then we will go into salient features of Ab Initio. There we will see the high level architecture of Ab Initio, anatomy of running a job, and connection settings from server to GDE. And what are the basic parts of an Ab Initio graph. And we will then go into DML, data manipulation language. We will be seeing record formats, what is DML expressions, what is transformation functions, and how does it look, key specifiers, etc. And then we will see how do we build a basic graph using .dat files and .dml by using the record formats. And what is parallelism? We will see different types of parallelism in Ab Initio: component parallelism, pipeline parallelism, and data parallelism. And we will see what is a sandbox and why do we use it, and types of sandboxes we use in Ab Initio: private sandbox and public sandbox. And we will have a look at different editors in GDE: record format editor, expression editor, transform editor, key specifier editor, package editor, variable editors. And then we will see dataset components in the tool and transform components. These are all available in the component library. We'll be looking at it. These are the group of categories in which different components fall into. And then partition components and departition components and other miscellaneous components which are very useful in building a graph. And we will look at some sample projects where we will be using all these components. We have case studies on the above topics. And compression components: compress, decompress, deflate, and inflate. And interactive database components, where we will have a connection with Oracle database: input table, output table, run SQL, update table, and join with DB. And sort and dedupe sort components, validate components. And then we will see all the lookup functions we have in Ab Initio. And these are the string functions, different types of string functions. And we will also deal with multi-directories and multi-files in Ab Initio, and phasing and checkpointing concepts, and reusability features. And also we'll look at what is the basic project process, end-to-end process, that like checking in your sandbox, checking out of a sandbox, tagging the objects, and creating a sandbox, etc. And we'll see a real-time project scenarios where we will be implementing SCD logic, slowly changing dimension, type 1, type 2, and type 3 logics. And then we'll get a basic understanding on advanced features of Ab Initio. Overall, at the end of the course, you will get an hands-on experience with some real-world project requirements, and we'll understand how to tackle it. Today we will see Ab Initio training. This is a demo session. We will see the basics of Ab Initio. What are all the things we need to learn before getting started with Ab Initio, and other ETL information we will get in. To start with, first let us see what is Ab Initio and why, discuss the features and architecture of Ab Initio, and what is Ab Initio cooperating system, GDE, graphical development environment, EME, enterprise meta environment, and what are the basic parts of Ab Initio graph. So what is Ab Initio and why? Ab Initio is basically an ETL tool of data warehouse. ETL is nothing but extract, transform and load. So we will be extracting the data from various data warehouses or data sources or data marts, and we will transform the data according to the business logics and business requirements, and we will load the data into tables or load ready files or into data server business servers. So if we see the history of Ab Initio, the meaning of Ab Initio came from Latin word from the beginning. So it is the most popular ETL tool with with the capability to process very heavy data, and it works on the client server model. Ab Initio solutions are very best known for industries like telecommunication, banking, and other sectors which deals with huge amount of data. And it is very good in performance of huge data, and also where the transformations are cumbersome. And Ab Initio is known for its incredible speed compared to other ETL tools, and free softwares. We have some ETL tools like Talent and other software. So Ab Initio is known for its speed, and it is highly scalable. Ab Initio solves essentially and most challenging industry data processing issues for the leading organizations like, as I told, telecommunications, financing, insurance, e-commerce, retails, transports, etc. So why Ab Initio? It is suited for the business requirements where the organization which is dealing with the data wants to do some business intelligence with the data. If they want to improve the data by looking at it, it needs some transformation to make the data useful for them to analyze it. So from the sources we will be having a raw data. For example, if we take a telecommunication sector, we will be getting data in the form of in a raw format, like how many users are using the SIM card, how many calls they are making, and how many hours of internet usage they are doing. So to improve the business and to provide the customers a valuable offers which are specifically required to individual customer, they need to analyze the individual customers data. So to do that we need ETL, which extracts the data from the sources and transforms in a way by segregating the data, by summarizing the data, which will be useful for the business intelligence, and that is nothing but transformation, and which loads the data into tables so that business extracts the data in the form of Excels and data visualizations, where the user can look at the data and visualize by looking at the statistics, and they can take the decisions for the business improvement. So Ab Initio is a purpose of data processing platform for enterprise data, mission critical applications such as data warehousing, data processing, data transformation, data movement and analytics. So it is popular among variety of systems like data warehousing, extract, transform and load. This is the process of ETL, and real-time data collection and analysis, and most importantly customer relationship management, CRM, and data mining, online analytical processing. This is also a critical source where ETL plays a major part of the role, and clickstream analysis. So if we jump start into the software, it is majorly divided into three important products like Ab Initio Cooperating System and Core Components, GDE, Graphical Development Environment, and EME, Enterprise Metadata Environment. So let's go into the architecture which deals with the same. The Ab Initio is a business intelligence software containing 6 data processing products like Cooperating System, Component Library, GDE, Graphical Development Environment, Enterprise Meta Environment EME, Data Profiler, and Contact ID. So what is Cooperating System? Like every system has an operating system installed on it, which enables the user to do the operations on the system. It is a software which is useful to install whatever softwares we need to operate on the system. So the operating system which enables the Ab Initio GDE or Ab Initio software has to be installed in the system first. So that is nothing but cooperating system, the backend server on which Ab Initio runs and manages ETL processing. It can run on Linux, Solaris, Windows, etc. It provides Ab Initio extension to the OS. So it enables the Ab Initio software to run on it. That is nothing but cooperating system. So it is an operating system which installs on the already existing operating system of the system, of a computer. And most importantly, it interacts with EME, which we will be looking shortly, Enterprise Meta Environment, and manages the metadata. So coming to component library, Ab Initio is a software which deals with components basically. So there will be different components, wide range of components which we will be using to perform the operations like we discussed: extract, transform, and load. To make these operations and transformations, we will be utilizing the components which will be stored in the component library. The Ab Initio component library is a reusable software module for sorting, data transformation, and high-speed databases loading and unloading. We have wide range of component library components in the library, like transformation components, input components, output components, table components, sorting components, dedupe sort components, etc. We'll be seeing the list of and categories of components shortly. And it has a wide variety of components which can be deterministically according to the problem. And in the wide variety of range of components, we have to choose the component wisely according to the problem at hand. So we cannot use bulky or time-taking components for a simple solution, and some critical solutions cannot be achieved through simple components. We have to use some complex components. It depends on the type of problem we are at. So choice of component depends on the complexity of the problem. And GDE, graphical development environment. So this is the area which we will be developing. So whatever the part we develop is known as graph. This is in Ab Initio. In Informatica or data stage we call it as a job, but in Ab Initio we call them as a graph. So GDE is basically an intuitive graphical interface for enhancing and executing applications, possible without any difficult drag and drop add-ons from the library onto Canvas, configure them and fasten them into flowcharts. So the area where we will be developing is called Canvas, and we will be dragging and dropping the components from the component library tab. So this is like a diagrammatical tool where we will be dragging the components from the component library, and we will be making the connections from one component to another component, and so that we can visualize the data flow virtually. So GDE is a graphical application for developers which is used to design and running the Ab Initio graphs. And we have so many options like to run the graph and to stop the graph, to view the error, to save a graph, and to load a graph, etc. And we can also debug the graph by playing the tracking file. So that tracking file is nothing but if a graph is already run, and if we want to see the output of it or debug an error which component has failed, we can play the tracking file, means the saved version of the already run graph, and trace the execution logs. So GDE Ab Initio graph compilation process results in generation of a Unix shell scripting which may be executed on a machine without GDE installed. So every graph will have a shell script generated version, and we call it as a .ksh. So there, the backend, from the backend, if we want to run a graph, we just need to trigger the shell script generated by the graph, so that it will run from the backend, and the graph will be compiled and run without any GD installed on the system. And enterprise meta environment, it is basically the repository where the objects we will be working on the GDE will be stored. The server version of the objects will be stored. That is called the repository. And EME is basically an ab initio repository and the environment for storing and managing the metadata. It gives us the information of the objects which we will be working on in the ab initio. And it provides the capability to store both business and technical metadata. EME metadata can be accessed from ab initio GDE, web browser, or ab initio operating system command line. As I told, from the backend as well, we can operate the graphs, we can manipulate the objects by using the AIR objects. So there is a connection between the EME and cooperating system as well. And data profiler, it is an analytical application that can specify data range, scope, distribution, variance, and qualities. It runs in a graphic environment on the top of cooperating system. And Conduct IT, it is an environment for creating enterprise ab initio data integration system. Its main role is to create ab initio plans, which is of special type of graphs constructed on another graphs and script. This is like a loop of graphs, which we call it as a plan. It contains various graphs. Means a graph is specifically which does a specific job. If we want to combine 2 to 3 jobs within a single operation, then we will create a plan. Plan is nothing but a combination of graphs which does different jobs. So these are the basic parts of an ab initio graph. If we look at the practical tool, you will have a visualization idea. The view of ab initio GD includes a workspace which contains the complete space of a GD, which we can see, and canvas where we will be building up the graphs, and sandbox view where the sandbox objects we can see in the menu bar, and component organizer, which contains the component library and the set of component with a wide range of component availability. And status bar, it shows the status of the running graph or failed graphs. And GD toolbar, where we will be having the options to edit, file, and save the graphs. And GD menu bar, as we know, we will have all the menu options. So we call the work item in GD as a graph, which is having an extension of .mp. Whenever we save a graph, it gets an extension of .mp, and the compiled version of the job is nothing but a script which is having an extension of .ksh. As I explained before, we can trigger a graph by triggering this script from the operating system. In the next session, we will see data manipulation language, DML. How do we build ab initio graphs using .dat, data file, .dml. What is parallelism and types, sandbox and types, editors in GD. Hope you liked the session. Please let me know if there are any queries. Thank you.